No, I'm not gonna.
How can I make y'all come in?
You asking me?
You said they came in already.
We did come in.
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat. Speaking of unruly fans.
Y'all think I'm bad to paying customers. And then we have Doja Cat to come out and tell all of y'all to suck a clit.
Yeah.
I don't love y'all. I don't know y'all. Y'all are weird. You live with your parents. You should stop standing. You should get a job. Y'all should stop loving me so much. Y'all are complete weirdos and doofuses, and I do not support the support that y'all have for me. I don't care that y'all pushed me into superstardom. I don't care about that part. Fuck y'all and go get a life. It's what Doja Cat said.
I respect it. I don't think it's the right way to do things, but I respect it.
I think that bitch is a weirdo. That bitch is a complete fucking weirdo. She just happens to be uberly talented, so we ignore it. But I'm able to compartmentalize the talent from the weird ass person, and that bitch is weird. I would not want to go. When I say who all gonna be there, it's to make sure people like Doja Cat and a couple other people are not gonna.
I feel like you would probably get along with Doja Cat. I don't know her for shit, but
I don't think so.
I mean, when the fan said, "I love you," and we want to hear you say, "I love you" back, and she's like, "Well,
no,
I'm
not doing that."
That's wrong. That's foul. If
I
y'all
don't- I
agree
don't
with
know
that,
y'all,
if y'all
so I'm
agree
not
with
gonna
that,
say
I
I
would
love
like
you.
you to expound on it.
I think it's healthy to set boundaries between yourself and your fanship.
Good old Parks. That's why you the best. You.
Yeah, me personally, I'm
Getting off him.
I agree with her saying, "I don't know you like that, so no, I don't love you."
Why do you agree with that?
Because I don't know you like that. There's an entitlement that fans have that you.
That
we
part
are
is
a part
true.
Of, we are a part of you.
That part.
But let me. You asked me a question. There's an entitlement that fans have where they feel like we are a part of you. And the love we have for you, you have to return it. You have to do this. It's a bunch of have tos in there. No, I don't.
I want to push our debate to where it should be. I agree with you. You're talking to the guy that said y'all bought the music, not the man that made it. So I totally understand that part. And yes, if I don't know you or anything about you, I can't love you. When people say I love the fans, they don't mean that.
It's individual.
Yeah,
love
they don't mean.
I love the idea.
I love the support.
The fan.
I love how y'all love me.
Yeah.
I love how y'all have helped my quality of life, my numbers, my how I show up professionally. Y'all are the cause of that. So when you say I love you, it's really just showing appreciation for that. I feel stupid even having to explain that to some people out there. When she acts like that's not what it is and tries to really get semantical, it's like, dog, what is this weirdo bitch talking about?
Method Man posted something the other day, or I saw it the other day.
You see all the Method Man posts, huh?
I mean, anyways.
I don't know what you mean. Expound.
No, don't
What do you
expound.
mean?
Go ahead.
He's easy on the eyes, okay? I'm not
it's
the only
cool.
one
Just
who
keep
thinks
going.
this.
Go ahead.
But
What
whatever.
else
Okay,
you
okay.
got? What happened? What he posted?
So he posted something where this person, fan, was in his DMs and it was talking about, I guess, Wu-Tang was supposed to go to Greece, but Greece is having very serious issues right now with wildfires and stuff. People are being, evacuated and stuff. So they canceled the spot date or whatever, the performance and stuff like that. And so, or he publicly said that he wasn't going to be going. And so the fan was basically like, oh, we love you, Wu-Tang, needs you and da-da-da-da-da. And he didn't respond because he doesn't know this person. Instantly, the next message from this particular fan who claimed to love him was like, fuck you, you ain't shit, da-da-da, this, that, the other. And that's where I agree with you, where fandom it becomes fanatical at times. And the entitlement and the ownership that your quote-unquote fans seem to have over you, it's just like, hey, listen, I bought your shit. I watched you. I paid attention to you. I made you. You better return.
You owe me.
You owe me. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like, and I don't know Doja from a can of fucking paint. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what she's kind of responding to. As much, reverence as people give her, I'm pretty sure she receives as much, fuck you, you ain't shit, you.
I'm gonna offer
blah 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 blah.
I'm gonna offer some pushback.
Me too.
Okay, yeah.
I do understand the difference between fandom and standom.
Yeah.
I do. However, the artists that take full advantage of what it means to have these digital campaigns, these digital hives that move when they tell them to move. That value is immense, and they play off of it. So if you're going to play off of it, I'm talking to the Beehives, I'm talking to the Navies, I'm talking to the Barbs, I'm talking to Doja, the Kittens. That's what really drove her off, is that her fans named themselves the Kittens.
She ain't like that shit.
Yeah.
Fan hive groups do that often.
Yeah.
Like even here, they'll try to come up with, well, we the Budnites or some bullshit. I never been in that, which enables me to say the line, yo, y'all bought the music, not the nigga that made it. Because I never fed into those games. The people that do feed into those games, I don't think it's right that you turn around and at the flip of a switch say, no, fuck y'all, suck my dick. I never asked y'all to do that.
I don't.
Because you did ask them to do that.
I think that I
Yeah.
never
When
asked
you
you
was
to do
in
that
when
part.
you was in them when you was in them chat rooms with them racist niggas, it was those fans that stood by you, right? Doja Cat has had incident after incident to where the fans have had to step up and ride for her.
That's true.
Even now, what they talking about is her boyfriend now,
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
who is some racist piece of shit that, you know, whatever they saying about him, they saying about him, but they got to ride. So they like, yo, bitch, this is where we draw the line. You can't keep talking to us like this and all we do at every turn is show up for your bum ass. Uberly talented, but I don't agree with that at all.
But has she asked? Has she
I don't agree
asked
with that
for
at all.
that?
The fan statement, they said, but we have supported you through thick and thin. Mind you, you'd be nothing without us. You'd be working at a grocery store making songs on fucking GarageBand, Miss High School Dropout. So when you start talking to somebody that way, it's dog. Cool, you did that, but I didn't. Don't think that I didn't ask you to do that. That's where the response comes from. Like, all right, you telling me what you did. It's not like, hey, please stop what you're doing, support me, push me to the top, and now I owe you. I don't owe you. You did that voluntarily.
And if
Thank you.
And if you're gonna insult me, by the way,
You can't. Yeah.
It seems like
Yeah,
she's
like, what the
responding.
fuck?
She's
If that was the
responding to
response-
that.
She's responding to this.
If she responded to that with what she said,
Her response was, nobody forced you. I don't know why you talking to me like you my mother.
That
You
was
sound like
in
a crazy
context
person.
as the conversation continued.
Progressed. Got you.
Nobody said to her, hey, just start shitting on the Kittens on a rant out of the blue. Nobody said nothing. All they did was say, hey, can we be the Kittens? That's all they said. Hey, what's our name? She went ham on them niggas. I'm not with it.
No. After that, somebody said, I want to hear you say, I do love you guys. And that's what started the rant.
There's nothing wrong with that either.
But you saying,
After that, she's probably like already amped up on it.
Man, knock it off.
Nah, I'm not.
Knock it the fuck off.
And I was
Stop
riding,
it.
I was riding in the beginning. Dog, you have enough finance.
You got enough
I'm
sense.
gonna take it off of because you could have just said, "I love you guys," and whether you love them, whether you don't, you could have said, "I love you guys." You
They
are-
didn't ask you to do shit. Yo,
You
we
are-
want to hear you say I love you, and can we be the Kittens?
Yo,
That's
you
what
are-
sent you off,
you are
bitch.
A multi-millionaire.
Come on.
Based on your fan following. They get mad at me because I'm nobody in comparison to Doja Cat. Right? I'm a
I disagree. But,
level Z popular figure. Right?
Doja man.
I was trying to find
Doja
I was
dog.
trying to find
You
one.
know what I'm saying? But dog, they be like,
Doja
yo,
speaker.
Ish don't tell us nothing about his personal life because Joe has brought the fans into his world and into his life. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So where they feel like, yo, all of us
Need
need
to
to be doing the same exact thing because that's the brand that Joe has built. Even prior to the pod, Joe would be on first name basis with fans. You got what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Everybody don't necessarily do that. So cool. You don't have to go that far. But when somebody says, yo, we love you, Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson would stand up and say, I love you back.
Right.
It's the same fucking thing.
It's
no
super weird
different.
to not acknowledge your fans'
It's
love.
to say, yo, I love
I
you.
don't know you. I don't love y'all. It's
no.
weirdo bitch shit.
I'm not saying I'm defending, but
You are.
to the Michael Jackson point, right?
That's your girl.
To the Michael Jackson point where you say, oh, I love you, Mike. Okay, I love you back. To a person that walks up to Mike and say, no, I want to hear you say I love you back. It's
Couldn't
like, well,
couldn't
hold
walk
up.
up the mic.
Hold
Couldn't
on.
walk up the
Well,
Couldn't
you
walk up the mic.
Well, saying it on Twitter, whatever. But to tell me, no, I want you to do this. I think that.
But you adding a, I want They could have just said, "Yo, we want to hear I love you back." You
Well, however you say, you don't know text, you don't know tone through text.
Yeah,
you don't know
so
tone
you
through
adding
text.
a tone
again,
to it
I
that
wanna
sounds
hear-
demanding.
But you telling me,
And
what
he reaching with
want-
that. You can still try to grab. I want you to say I love you. It's still.
My point is just once you start telling somebody, I want you to do this, you don't have to do that.
Man, one of them fans read her fucking ass for filth, top to bottom,
That's
about
all.
all the situations they have had to show up and support.
They didn't have
through.
to show up, is what she was saying.
But that's cap.
They didn't have
That
to
part,
show up.
but that part is cap. That's where the lie is. Hold up, after that
he
chat.
thinks though. He is definitely consistent. Yo,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is facts. I'm not talking about opinions. When that chat room shit came up, it was that little weirdo girl to pop up and start talking to the, hey, you guys, it's not like that. It's not what you think. No, you calling for the fans. You are calling for the fans.
And Ice's point, not Ish's point. Ice's point is they didn't have to.
But his point was she didn't ask. His point was she
elected to
didn't
do
ask,
so.
and that's the point
They
that
didn't have to do it.
I'm resisting
Well,
the she didn't ask point. Yes, they didn't have to do it, but she asked them on multiple occasions to show up for her. She did.
If she's explaining something, yo, dog, it's not like that.
She lost 200,000 followers in an hour.
Of course.
Word.
What do you mean word? You can't speak to people like this. What do you mean? Where can you go and speak to somebody like that and they support you the next day?
Now that's why you got to be willing to stand. Now you got to live with that. You have to live with that. You took that stance as Doja Cat.
Oh, weirdo
you got to be
motherfucker.
willing to live with that. Hey, y'all left? Leave. You have to keep the same energy. I'm not telling you I don't love y'all. Y'all are weird, begging me for that. Okay, we leave it. Okay. Hey, I didn't ask you to be here. So now I don't want to hear her crying about it now.
That's facts.
You have to stand with that now.
He's right.
If it's 1 million of y'all that left, cool. You got to keep the same energy. I told y'all I ain't asked you to be here, which means you can leave. The second you walk out, I can't. She better not come up there crying. If sales flop, if anything happens, I'm not rolling with that part. I'm just saying the fact of, hey, look, I don't owe you fans nothing. I have to be willing to take whatever comes with that statement if I really believe it.
Do you owe fans something? No, I think you do.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I don't think you owe anybody.
Honestly, you owe them your success.
Here we
I
go.
don't think you owe them.
Here we go.
You
Owe them?
Yes.
Have the debate.
It's a word. You gotta look up the definition and the meaning because "o" has two separate meanings.
I hate the word "oh" at any time, so I'm shutting up.
Got you,
Fans know
but-
how I feel about "oh."
But you wouldn't be successful if it weren't for the fans.
That can be true. Oh, meaning like have an obligation to pay or repay in return for something received. The part there is obligation.
True.
Yeah,
It's
and
not-
also,
don't
but
have an
also, but
obligation.
also,
Only
but also, but also, the,
Well, that's just the first one that came up.
but also, what another part of that definition is what is received. You know what I mean? Like if the obligation,
well, her
is,
career could be what is
No,
received.
that's what I'm saying. If what is obligatory, you know, what the fans have received is they've received what they consider to be quality music. They've received, you know, the aesthetics that, you know, kind of appeal to them or whatever the case is. Then she's, to a certain extent, fulfilled her obligation. You know what I mean? And,
well, no,
and
she
also,
would be the recipient.
Huh?
She would be in this definition of she would be the person receiving something. To owe the fans, she would have to be receiving something.
She did. She received.
So that's what I'm
money.
saying. It's not the
So,
music
like-
and all that. That's her.
So no, what I'm saying is they receive that, and in reciprocation, they give their support and their love
Yes,
and
yes,
blah blah blah.
yes.
So this is a reciprocal relationship to a certain extent. It's a strange one, obviously, but that's what the conversation is about.
Customer service is important even in reciprocal relationships.
That is 1,000%.
I agree.
Agree.
I would
1,000% true.
I agree.
A waiter don't owe
I
you
agree.
shit when they come to your table except to bring the food, but we still criticize them when they are nasty or when they
Word.
don't have a
Exactly.
personality.
Listen,
If we go to the car dealer to
That's
get a
true.
car, it's their
That's
job
true.
to give us the car. We're gonna do the
That's
paperwork
true.
and all that. But nigga, talk to me nice while I'm sitting
And
here.
also, if something happens with the car in the next couple of weeks, you owe me some type of.
I would go, yeah.
I
some type
think
of-
you do have some sort of obligation to your fans.
If I
agree.
buy a car from you, let's use the car dealership.
Yeah.
I buy a car from you. You fulfilled what I purchased from you.
So Joe Budden had a lot. Him and his cohorts, they had a lot to say about Doja Cat. Now, if you don't know, Doja Cat, she's in hot waters at the moment, especially with her fucking fan base. I mean, hearing that she lost 200,000 subscribers within a day makes sense after you see what she was saying to her fucking fans. Like, these are your fucking fans. Like, whether you like it or not, there are a main reason as to why you are who you are and sitting on the pedestal that you're sitting on, being able to have all the money, the clout, and do whatever the fuck you want to with your life is because of the Kittens, or if that's what they want to call themselves, let them call themselves the fucking Kittens. The only cat I have is Yin, and she's nowhere to fucking be found at the moment. So at least you got a cat that wants to be around, you feel me, Doja? Or thousands of cats that want to be I know it probably sounds weird, it probably sounds dumb, like I never told you guys to call yourselves that. Why are you calling yourselves that? But at the same time, it's your fans. That's how they see themselves when it comes to you. You're Mama Cat and they're the kid. And so at the end of the day, Doja Cat does what she wants to do. She dates the white men. She be in the incel chat room. She sometimes be in the racist neo-Nazi chat room. She be all over the place with the whites. And you can't blame her. I mean, it's not like she's unapologetically black. I mean, I'm sure it's probably 75% white, 25% black, or whatever heritage she got in her that makes her look light skin. But clearly the white privilege shows when it comes to Doja Cat. So that other side of her definitely takes over more than the black side of her. But I do feel like she should respect her fans a little bit more and actually, you know, appreciate the fact that they're the reason her music is doing what it's doing. She's as big as she is because she has this fan base, and why deny it? I mean, Nicki Minaj has the Barbs, Cardi B apparently has Barty Gang, Ice Spice has the Munches, whatever they call themselves, the Munchies, who knows? But everybody got something, so that's just your niche group, Doja. Don't attack them and come after them for liking you. That just made no sense to me, and I definitely agree with Joe Budden and his thoughts. Not so much Ice. I mean, Ice, for me, the more I listen to him, especially on these Patreon episodes, and if you have not subscribed to Joe Budden's Patreon, please use this as an advertisement too. Go subscribe if you want that exclusive comment. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I got the $25 tier because the $10 tier, the episodes they put out be the bullshitty episodes. $25 tier is the episodes where you get the content like this. So if Joe comes for me, then hey, hopefully the channel doesn't get deleted, but I would definitely delete the video, Joe. Don't worry. Just don't fucking clap my channel, bro. I'm gonna say that every time I talk about a Joe Budden Patreon episode that I'm leaking, basically. I mean, it's not the video, it's just the audio, but still, in principle, it is bootlegging. I'm being honest. This content is being stolen. Everything else is being reposted, so you can't call that stolen content. Anyways, like I said, Ice he comes off as contrarian for me. I don't really vibe with his opinions because it don't really sound authentic nowadays. It sounds like he's just playing the contrarian role because Joe needs somebody to always argue with. He can always argue with Ish because for some reason they're always disagreeing about something, but he also needs some more cannon fodder to argue with. So Ice plays the role of contrarian now. He said This Is America was trash, and at that moment I was like, oh yeah. And I guess, you know, music is all about opinions and subjectiveness. We're gonna get into that with my Utopia review, but at the end of the day, if you hear This Is America, fuck the words, the arrangement, the composition, the beat. That's fucking music. That is beautiful music at that. And then him coming talking about This Is America, don't you be slipping out, that shit's fire too. So at the end of the day, to each his own. If you liked it, you liked it, and if you didn't, you didn't. I'm just saying it won a Grammy. Anyways, what are your thoughts about Doja Cat, her fan base, Joe Budden and his thoughts on Doja Cat and his cast of cronies and what they had to say? Leave them in the comments down below. I am Savvy Mike. This is I Am Savvy Mike TV. Peace.